Hello, art friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today, we are going to be creating this adorable Valentine kitten, whatever you want to call it. I used a few different references to create my own image. I will pop those up on the screen so you can see them somewhere. But my references and then my final drawing will be available on Patreon if you would like to head over there and check that out sometimes. The link will be in the description box of this video. I'm going to be using some different paints that I haven't used in a really long time, and I've only used them a couple of times anyways, but they're Japanese style paints. They're highly pigmented. Komorebi by MozArt are the type of paints I'm going to be using. They have a lot of pinks in them. So I'm going to be using a few of those. I have neon pink, cerise is what I said. I don't think that's right, but hyacinth violet from that paint palette to start with. That's what I'm going to use for the hearts, as well as I am using my Jane Davenport Bright palette, which I don't even know if she sells these anymore, but she has a couple of really cute pinks here as well. Best Friends and Fairy Tale. I'm going to be using those. So I'm going to be starting with the hearts first, like I said. I've got a few different brushes over here. As always, use anything and everything that you have on hand. Never feel like you have to use what I'm using. I have too much stuff and not enough. I think that's probably how everybody feels that likes to do art and crafts and things like that. I might use this. It's my new, it's a new 10-inch round Princeton Aqua Elite. I like it. I think I'm going to like it because it has more of a tip on it. I love this 10-inch from Princeton as well, but it doesn't have as quite of a tip on it. So sometimes it's nice to get into the little areas with a little bit more of a tip. So again, it'll depend on the size of the heart and that kind of stuff. And as always, I made my lines a lot darker than I would if I was kind of doing this on my own, because I always want to try to make sure that you can see what I'm working on. I would definitely suggest making your lines a lot lighter. But I will sacrifice myself to the line gods for you. So, well, let's go ahead and get started. I have water, I have paper towels, and then my like cheesecloth as well. I always have a paper towel in my hand to kind of wipe my brush. We're just going to dive right in. I think I'm just going to start at the top and then work my way down. I'll skip around a little bit to allow things to dry, and then we'll just kind of work our way around the whole painting. I'm going to try this brush first just to see what I think. Give it a little rinse. And then I made the paints on my palette over here fairly creamy, so they don't have a lot of water. So I'm going to get the heart first. I'm going to get the heart wet first and then bring in the paint. And that's probably how I'll do it for the most part. If I change it up, I'll let you know. But I think that's how I'm going to start. So I'll start right here. And I'm not going to worry about if I get it into the cat a little bit. I think I'm actually going to make the cat black. I thought about doing gray because my cat is gray. But I think I like the juxtaposition of the pinks and reds with the black. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the glasses red because I think all the hearts are just going to be purples and pinks. That's what I'm thinking. And this brush could actually be a little larger for the area that I'm doing. I'm actually going to go to this one. And then I'm just picking up some of that paint. And then I'm going to bring it in over here. Let me zoom in for you. I end up going back over these first few hearts that I paint. I had kind of had a different idea of how I was going to do it. I was going to maybe kind of make them see-through, and then I decided ultimately that I didn't want to do that. So I do go back in later. So if you're kind of doing this in real time, I suggest you going ahead and filling them in a little bit darker first. And as always, I'm just pushing or pulling the paint in the same direction. So I'm just going to skip to this one here. I'm using cold pressed paper, so it's got some tooth to it. It's a little bit bumpy. And I'm okay that there's a little bit of pink left on my brush from the water because I'm going to use a little bit of a darker color anyway. So again, just getting the paper wet. It just happens to look like it's a little bit pink because my water is a little bit pink. And with the cold press paper, it's pretty thirsty is what they say. It does take a fair bit of water.
Wasted money on cures. Forgot how to fix myself. They say that time is free.
And I can just kind of dab off my brush, and then I can go in and just pick up some of that paint. And you want it to kind of burst out like that. That's how you know that you've got enough water. And then you can just start moving that paint around. And I'm going to switch back to this brush because I do like the more finer tip there to get into these smaller areas.
Then why is it so precious? Oh, I'll save memories in my head, like Polaroids on walls. They remind you to look ahead. Time is running out.
I'm just switching brushes often because like this brush, the Polina Bright one, holds quite a bit of water, so I can get more water down a little bit faster.
Time is running out. Lately.
Now I'm going to that Best Friends. Pinks, I've said this before. It seems like the pink colors, the pigments, they're kind of weird. I can't really explain it. I feel like they just stain the paper anyways. And their shades are kind of interesting, it seems like. So I don't work with pink all the time. It'd be more of like an accent color maybe. But who doesn't want to use pink for Valentine's Day?
I've lost my track. I've sailed the deepest seas, hoping to find something to bring back better times. Oh, I'll save memories.
And then for that one, I'm going to kind of pick up a little bit more like off to one side. So it'd almost be like a highlight. So I just have a damp brush and then I'm just picking that up. Then I'm just going to leave that alone.
In my head, like Polaroids on walls.
Again, only avoiding a little bit into their face because it's going to be darker anyways.
They remind you to look ahead. But time is running out.
You don't want so much water that it starts to buckle, which means it literally will start buckling off the page. You just want enough to cover the surface. Now I'll bring in this. This is the Hyacinth Violet. That's pretty. And see how that paint's just kind of spreading super easily? It's because I have that water down already.
Time is running out.
And in order, to stay outside of this line here, I put my brush, the tip of my brush, right on the edge of my pencil drawing and just drag that paint. That way I stay out of the ear.
Time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out.
And I can kind of dab my brush off and maybe pick up just a little bit right there. I've had this sitting on my desk for a while to record, and I just haven't been in the headspace to do it. So we're getting there, people. We're getting there. Hopefully you understand and can sympathize, empathize, any of the thighs. And you can create different variations by how much water to pigment ratio you use. So you could have some lighter or darker, more saturated, depending on the amount of water you have, so that you can still also get different variations just using the same paint color. So I'm just going to keep working my way around, filling in all the hearts. I will probably speed this speed it up a little bit. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you like it, if I speed it up and don't chunk anything out or like edit little pieces out, or if you would prefer me to keep it in real time, but then I'll just kind of like skip little parts. Let me know in the comments what you think, because I'd love your feedback on that, because I want to make sure I'm putting out the videos in the style that you would prefer. So definitely let me know what you think about that, okay?
This weight on my shoulders.
I'm just dabbing off a little bit because I have a lot of extra water down here. So I'm kind of soaking some of that up.
Slowing me down. I don't know how it came about. And while the world is spinning faster every night, I feel I'm stuck in reverse somehow. But it ain't no one's fault that I am stuck here. No one to blame this on. Feeling so hopeless. catch my breath. I'm feeling stuck, and I don't know which way to run. I'm on a scheduled path, a one-way road, and I can't take it anymore. I started, I can't stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm done with feeling lonely, lonely, lonely. I know there's more than working, working, working. So go ahead and show me now. I wanna wake up in the morning with someone new. I wanna do the things they say we shouldn't do. I wanna wake up in the morning with someone new. If I like it's a piece and break the rules. I wanna wake up in the I just wanna dance and lose control. Get me to London or Tokyo. My head's within the clouds, my body feels the pulse. My feet are saying round and round we go. I wanna wake up in the You interrupt me and I interrupt you. A shame. When did we start losing and stop giving? I remember I gave it time.
So right here, I actually switched brushes because I didn't really like the pointy tip of the other brush I was using. I really felt like it was leaving streaks in the heart, so I just wanted to mention that I switched brushes.
My time. Now my mind's lost in its thoughts. I want you want only you. But my heart's all tied up in knots. Wanna release it. 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 said, wanna release it. Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. It's getting easier with love. As dawn breaks the darkness, a new day begins. I feel cold and heartless. I've run myself thin, like the distant star. Have you traveled far? I miss you in my arms. You're like my lucky charm. Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. Lower the beat of my aching heart. Happier, happier. Are you happier, my heart? Happier, happier. Are you happier, my aching heart? I see you in my dreams. I'm about to ask how you've been. My bed's huge, my roof's low. The walls are caving in, like the distant star. Have you traveled far? I miss you in my arms. You're like my lucky charm. Are you happier now, love? Still wander the city streets. It's getting easier with love. Lower the beat of my aching heart. Happier, happier. Are you happier, my heart? Happier, happier. Are you happier, my aching heart? Though our world is apart, I'll be rooting for you. Though our world is apart, I'll be rooting for you. All the right words poured from your mouth, holding me tight, saying I'm all yours. But I feel in my gut, it doesn't feel right. I see in your eyes, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Tell me no lies, tell me no lie, 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 lie. Let's talk about your ex. Let's talk about your ex. Baby, I'm in 100%. We've been a year, but you struggle to keep pace. Done everything right. My heart is a mess. Now you need to talk.
go in into these little empty spaces and fill in just with some random colors as well. So it'd be like there was hearts behind. I did just kind of go in and fill in some of the, finish them off a little bit so you didn't have to see that all that on camera, and I darkened a few up here. I didn't have a plan when I started putting colors down, so some colors are like right next to each other, which is okay. I can also go back in and like darken one or the other so that they have a little bit of a different look to them. I also blended a couple of colors together. I think I'm going to make this one a little darker. You can just layer over it. You just don't want to move back and forth too much over the... Oh man. Whoopsie. Okay, so I'm finishing up part 1 here, and I want to thank you for joining me in today's video. Part 2 will be released on Wednesday morning, so you won't have to wait an entire week for the final video. And just a reminder that if you're interested in using my drawing template or references, you can pop over to my Patreon and grab access there. All of my supplies and links to my socials are in the description box, and I hope you will join me for part 2 as we finish up our heart kitties. And also happy Imbolc if you celebrate that, and I will see you very soon.